God, I hope this is in focus. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today we are going to work on the elusive step through. One of my favourite things about yoga, I might have said it a billion times, is the step forward, not step forward, it's flowing. And one key component of that is that sort of step through from a downward facing dog into like a lunge or anything like that. But often what we tend to do is this. Like we're in our downward dog and we step the foot forward and do this. Fine, not a problem, if that's what you want to do. But what I want to do is create a video that will hopefully help you learn how to, the tools that will help you improve that, so that one day you will be able to step your foot forward. So it's hopefully not going to take us too long to get through this. A lot of it comes from kind of like movement from the shoulder blades, the learning the movement, a little bit of power forward, round in the spine, core strength. All of this we're going to go through today. We're going to begin with a little bit of core activation. Oh, you'll need 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, doesn't matter, use a couple of cookbooks, but a little bit of height is just useful. Okay, so you're going to start lying down on your backs. And to begin with, all I want you to do is bring one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your chest. Feet down on the ground, close your eyes, back of the head nice and heavy, and we'll just take a couple of breaths together. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Okay, now this time, inhale, breathe, and press your belly actively into your hand. Exhale, pull the belly down towards the spine. Hollow. Go again, inhale. Press, exhale, move away. One more, inhale. Exhale. Now keep the navel pulling to the spine. Raise your right leg and raise your left leg. Now press the lower back actively into the ground. And then reach your fingertips up towards your toes. Keep the lower back pressing so the pelvis is tucked under. Draw your ribs towards your hips. Reach your fingers to your toes. Magnetize the inner thighs. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep the toes active. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Hands onto the belly and the heart. Press the belly into the hands. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Okay, keep the core active. Raise the legs again. Peel the upper body off. Reach your fingers to your toes. But now drop your heels down towards your bum. And then drop the toes down. If your back begins to dove and your belly rounds and this happens, you've gone a bit far. Just keep the legs a bit higher. But we've got the pelvis tucked under, back pressing down, heels to bum, magnetize the inner thighs. Reach with the fingers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way down on your 1. Okay, press your heels down into the ground. Press your palms into the floor. Press the backs of the shoulders down so your chest begins to puff up. And we're just going to take one round of bridge to stretch the front body. So press the heels down, magnetize your inner thighs together. Big breath in. And then exhale, roll down the spine. Okay, draw your knees into your chest, rock and roll a couple of times, bring yourself up to seated. Don't worry if that took like 5 rolls. And then come over to hands and knees. Okay, we'll start with a little bit of movement into the shoulder blades. Now this isn't cat-cows, it's slightly different. I want you to almost isolate the upper body. So hand placement, we're going to have index fingers facing forward and hands slightly spinning out to the sides. If you have really sensitive wrists, side note, I'm going to link down below a really good wrist warm-up video if you want to kind of add that in here, otherwise we're going to carry on. So we'll just begin. As you inhale, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together. So as you squeeze your shoulder blades, it's like you're plugging your arm bones back into their sockets and your chest automatically drops. And then as you exhale, that space between the shoulder blades, round up into it, press the hands down, slightly tuck the chin. Okay, inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, the chest automatically drops. Exhale, press into the arms, round the shoulder blades. One more like that. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Breath in, exhale, round through the upper back. Okay, full cat-cows this time. Inhale. Heel of the hands pulls to the knees. We lift the tailbone this time as you squeeze the shoulder blades, same way. Pull the chest through. Exhale, same. Press into the hands. So we've got that doming, but then this time, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Inhale. Tailbone lifts. Pull the chest through, look up. Exhale, rounding the spine. Press down into your hands, tuck the chin under. We've got one more. Inhale. Pull the heel of the hands towards your knees, cinch in the waist, look up, and then exhale to round. Hollow the belly and tuck the chin. Okay. Inhale to a flat back. Take your right leg out behind you in tabletop, but hands down. Hands down? Now wrap the outside edge of your right leg down. So often what we do is we kind of twist the foot. What I want you to do is really square the hip and not worry so much about lifting the leg. So we don't want to kind of dug down into the back and get rid of this core activation. If anything, we've got this strength in the arms and we're kind of drawing the front ribs in, so we're not going as high. Now exhale, knee to nose, and as you do, round into the shoulder blades just like we did before. Inhale, leg back, chest forward, keep that core engagement, toes active. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the thigh in, press into the hands. You've got one more. Inhale. Exhale. And then take the right knee down. Other side. Inhale. So biceps forward, triceps back. Extend your left leg out behind you. Outer left hip wraps down. Chest pulls forward, rib cage in. So press away from the ground. Exhale, knee to nose. As you do, round up into the shoulder blades, tuck your chin. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale. Inhale. Keep the core engaged, head forward, collarbones forward. Exhale, round in, press in between the shoulder blades, draw your knee up, and then exhale, take the knee back down. Sit all the way back on your heels, bring your hands onto your thighs. We'll just pause for a second, elbows in, shoulder blades down. Take a full inhale through your nose. And then a full exhale. Blink open your eyes. Take hold of your blocks. So, we're going to come into a downward dog on our blocks. And it might feel like it takes a little bit of getting used to at first, but that's okay. It'll come. Just, we want the extra height. It'll be useful when it comes to stepping the foot forward. Now we're going to find a drill from our downward dog and make our way into a plank pose from there. This is more about core strength and that kind of ability to go slowly and control your spine and control your movements and strength than it is about your movement from the plank. Like, it doesn't matter about, it's the bit in between that's important. Okay, so we're going to come into a downward dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips and just wiggle out here for a second, like get used to this feeling, twist the hips, bend the knees, shake the head. Okay, and then pause. So micro bend the knees, lift the sitting bones to the sky. Biceps spin to the sky, triceps spin down towards the ground. Press down into your hands and feet, and then inhale, come as high as you can up on your tiptoes. So lift, 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 lift. Now exhale, bend your knees and tuck your tailbone. From here, begin to roll through the spine. So we're beginning to find that cat movement as we roll our way forward. Roll, roll, roll. Pull front body up to back body, round the whole of the spine. Plank, heels back, send the chest forward. Pause, take your breath in. On your exhale, bend your knees, tuck your chin. So that movement between the shoulder blades. Round and dome, and then keep moving, 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 moving. Tuck the tailbone around the whole of the spine. Downward facing dog. Okay, let's go again. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. Tuck the tailbone, begin to roll your way forward. So move through every single vertebra. Keep rolling, keep breathing. Be controlled and slow. Press down through the hands, chest forward. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the tailbone. Round through the upper back and roll all the way back. Downward dog. You've got one more. Inhale, tiptoes. Big, big breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Tuck the tailbone, begin to roll forward. Think about that front body pulling up to the back body. Press into the hands to round the spine. Then find your plank. Squeeze the inner thighs, collarbones forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Tuck the chin. Round between the shoulder blades. Roll your way back. Exhale, slowly drop the knees. We'll go for 3, 2, 1, and then sit back on your heels. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Close your eyes, take a rest. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, blink open your eyes. Okay, let's get to the movement. The first one is kind of drilly, and we'll do it a few times on both sides before we make it a bit more into a flow. So we're going to begin in our downward facing dog, and just watch this first one, and then we'll kind of do the rest together. So downward facing dog, and I'll do it as slow as I can. So downward facing dog. So from here, inhale, raise the right leg. Now think about when we were on hands and knees, and I said to square the hip. Same here, outer right hip down. Now come high up onto the left tiptoe and bend your standing leg. So this is your power. Like if you were a sprinter and you needed to press off the blocks, you've got bent knees. Same thing. So we're here with our bent leg. You're going to draw your right knee in towards your chest. Then, once the knee's in the chest, I'm going to press into my standing leg, squeeze my right leg up towards my chest, and then step my foot forward. Kind of see? So the drill itself is only going to be the first part. We're going to just do the knee to nose. So, we'll raise the right leg, come up onto the tiptoe, bend the standing knee. Draw your knee to your nose, towards your chest, and then press up the standing leg, send the hips forward, squeeze the thigh up to the chest, step back, downward facing dog. Yeah? So we'll start with the first part before we add the step through. We're going to do 3 on both sides. We'll rest in between, and then we'll carry on with the flow. Okay. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Come high on your left tiptoe, bend your standing knee. Draw your right knee into your chest, and then press up the standing leg, hips and knee forward, knee nice and high. Step back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Come high on the right tiptoe, bend your standing knee. Draw your left leg in towards your belly, and then press up the standing leg to power the knee high, 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 high. Step back, downward dog. 1 more each side. Right leg lifts, inhale. High on the left tiptoe, bend your standing knee. Draw your right knee in towards your belly, and then press up the standing leg, power up, 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 up. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, take a breath in. High on the right tiptoe, bend the standing knee. Left leg comes in towards the chest. As you press off the standing leg, round between those shoulder blades, squeeze your thigh high. Step back, drop the knees, and sit on the heels, rest. Okay, 2 breaths in. Let it all go out. Full breath in. And a full breath out. Okay. Let's repeat, but we'll add the step through. Okay. Start the same. Come onto your blocks. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. As you inhale, the right leg lifts to the sky. 3-legged dog. Square the right hip down. High on your left tiptoe, bend your standing knee. Draw your right knee into your chest, then press up the standing leg, squeezing the thigh high, rounding between the shoulder blades, look between the blocks, and step the foot down. Okay, drop your back knee, uncurl your toes, let's take some weight off the hands, low lunge, inhale, arms to the sky. Magnetize the inner thighs together, extend through the crown of the head and reach through the fingers. Exhale, hands go down, frame the front foot. So just as when we made our way back from a plank, tuck the back toe under, raise the back knee. Press into the hands to round the spine. Step back. Downward dog. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Square the left hip. Come high on the right tiptoe, bend your standing knee. Draw your left leg into your chest and press off the standing leg as you round between the shoulder blades, squeeze the thigh high and step the foot down. Drop the back knee down, uncurl your toes, magnetize the feet, inhale, arms to the sky. Lift through the chest, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, hands go down. Tuck the back toe under, raise the back knee. Same movement, round between the shoulder blades. Press, 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 press. Pick up the foot. Downward dog. Okay, let's do 1 more each side. Inhale, right leg lifts. High on the left tiptoe, bend your standing knee. Draw your right knee into your belly. Press up the leg, squeeze the thigh high, step the foot through. And drop the back knee down. Inhale, arms to the sky. Lift up the belly, extend through the fingers, exhale, hands go down. Tuck the back toe under, raise the back knee. As you press into the hands, round the spine, pick up the foot. Downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. High on the right, tiptoe, bend your standing leg. Draw your left leg towards your belly. Press out that standing leg, round, 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 round. Step the foot through. Dropping the back knee, uncurl your toes. Inhale, arms to the sky. You're gonna lift the chest through the fingers, extend through the arms, reach for the hands. Exhale, hands go down. Tuck the back toe under, raise the back knee. As you round through the upper body, pick up the left leg, step back. Downward facing dog. Okay, take a breath in. Take an exhale here. Full breath in. Full exhale. Let's make this into a flow. Last one. Inhale, right leg lifts. High on the standing leg, bend the knee. Draw your right knee towards your belly. Press up that standing leg. Squeeze the thigh high. Round between the shoulder blades. Step the foot through. Drop your back knee down and curl your toes. Inhale, arms to the sky, low lunge. Magnetize the feet together, lift through the fingers. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your blocks. Tuck your back toe under, raise the back knee. And then inhale, pull the chest through the arms. So like you're pulling, shoulders back. And then exhale, really lengthen out that front leg and drop the weight down over your right thigh, pyramid pose. Magnetize the feet together. Don't worry so much if the right leg isn't straight, but just keep pressing down. We'll take one more inhale. As you exhale, bend back into that front leg, plant the hands down. Round the upper spine, pick up that right leg, step back. Downward dog, left leg lifts, inhale. High on the right, tiptoe, bend your standing knee. Draw your left leg towards your belly, and then press up the standing leg, and step the foot through. Drop the back knee down. Uncurl the toes, inhale, arms to the sky, low lunge. As you exhale, hands go down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe under, raise the back knee, tented fingers, bit more height. Inhale, pull that chest forward so you're high on your back tiptoe. Shoulders back, left hip crease pulls back as your heart pulls forward. Exhale, lengthen the leg and then fall down over the left thigh. Keep the feet strong. Magnetizing together, heart towards your toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee, plant your hands down flat. Press into the hands, round the spine, pick up the foot. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And take a full exhale, soften those elbows, drop the head. And then we'll slow motion drop the knees, coming to kneeling for 3, 2, 1. Sit back on your heels. Blocks to the sides. Hands onto your thighs, close your eyes, take a full breath in. And full exhale. Okay. Come down to lying on your mat. Come onto your belly. And just take your right arm straight out to the side beside you. So the arm is completely in line with the shoulder and your left hand is by your left rib cage. Now bring your legs together. Tuck your tailbones so you're in one straight line and then roll yourself over onto your right hand side. So we're stretching out the right shoulder and the right side of the chest. If this is enough, stay here. We've got a long line, don't twist into the back. If you want a little bit more, bend the top leg, taking the left foot to the ground. And just take a few breaths here. Keep that length from the toes to the crown of the head. Slow down your breathing after all that strength work. Okay, and then we'll go over the other side, so roll yourself onto your belly. Left arm extends out to the side, right hand comes in. So straight line to begin, tuck the tailbone, head reaches forward, and then roll yourself over onto your left hand side. Okay, see how it feels on this side? If it's enough, stay, otherwise right foot to the mat, and find your twist. Close the eyes. Remember to breathe. And slowing your breath right the way down. Okay. Come back to your belly. Bring your left hand in and then just roll yourself onto your back. So we're going to come straight into Savasana. We've done quite a lot of work, a lot of hard work stepping the foot through. So we're just going to soften for a sec. Take your legs out, down to the ground, spin your palms slowly face up, close your eyes. And I know it seems so easy to miss this part. Just turn off the video and not take 20 breaths. All I want you to take today, just 20. Count them. Be mindful. I know it feels pointless sometimes and like we could skip Savasana. But this is the most important part in that, like, I know we can get rid of noise when we flow, but we have distractions. Can we get rid of noise when we don't have the distractions? This is practice. Count your breaths. Mindfully, consciously slow yourself down. You have just a few minutes.